Imagine standing on a stage with no arms, no legs, and no physical way to move forward. But still you take that first step. You move, you grow, and you show the world that your limitations are nothing more than a challenge waiting to be conquered. What would you do if the world told you no at every turn? Would you give up or rise up, knowing that the power to change your life is already within you? Today, I want to talk about something that goes beyond achieving dreams. It's about redefining the impossible and becoming a beacon of hope for the next generation. I need you to listen closely, because what I share today could change the course of your life and in turn impact those around you. You are more powerful than you know, and the world is waiting for you to make a difference. But it starts with you. And I promise you, by the end of speech, you'll be ready to change the world, starting with yourself. We all face challenges in life, some of which are more visible than others, while some remain hidden beneath the surface. But what's important to remember is that these struggles are not just obstacles, they are opportunities. Opportunities to grow, to become stronger, and to discover things about ourselves that we never knew existed. The moments when life seems most unfair, when it feels like everything is falling apart, are the moments that shape our future in ways we can't even comprehend at the time. The question is, what do we do when we're confronted with adversity? When you face a challenge, you have two choices. You can either accept defeat or you can rise above it. And rising doesn't mean that everything is going to be perfect from that moment on. It's not about having all the answers or knowing exactly how things will turn out. It's about deciding in the face of everything that's difficult that you will not allow these circumstances to define you. You are not your struggles. You are not the obstacles that stand in your way. You are the person who gets to decide how to move forward. Sometimes we might feel overwhelmed by the weight of the world on our shoulders, like we're standing at the bottom of an insurmountable mountain with no way to climb to the top. It's easy to feel like the challenge is too big or the journey too long, but here's the truth. Success isn't about making giant leaps forward every day. It's about taking small steps, no matter how slow, no matter how heavy your heart may feel. Those steps matter, they add up. And one day you'll look back and realize that you've made it further than you ever thought possible, not because you had everything figured out, but because you kept moving forward. When faced with adversity, it's important to realize that you're not alone in your struggles. Everyone has a story of hardship. Everyone faces challenges, sometimes ones that others can't even imagine. But the difference between those who overcome and those who get stuck is in how we choose to see those challenges. Some people will look at a difficulty and see it as an insurmountable wall. They'll give up before they even try. But others will look at the same difficulty and see it as an opportunity to learn, to grow, to become better. It's all about perspective. In those moments when life feels unbearable, it's crucial to remember that adversity doesn't define who you are. It's how you respond that shapes your future. Do you let it control you, or do you rise up and face it head on? The strength to overcome comes from within. It's a choice you make every single day to not be defeated, to not be defined by your struggles. It's about deciding that no matter what happens, you will keep going. And that decision is powerful. Adversity in all its forms is inevitable, but overcoming it, that's entirely within your control. And when you do, when you rise above the challenges that life throws at you, you'll discover that the person who emerges on the other side is stronger, more resilient, and capable of facing anything that comes next. The journey may not be easy, but every step forward, no matter how small, is a victory. And that's what matters most. The way we view the world and the challenges we face has a powerful impact on the outcome of our lives. Perspective shapes our experiences more than we often realize. It can be the difference between feeling crushed by adversity or finding the strength to rise above it. When we look at a problem, it's not just the problem itself that determines how we feel or react, it's how we choose to perceive it. If we approach every setback with the mindset that it is an insurmountable wall, we will feel trapped. But if we can change our perspective, even the hardest challenges can become stepping stones to something greater. Life doesn't always unfold as we expect. Things don't go according to plan. And sometimes it feels like we've been handed a set of cards that we didn't ask for and didn't want. But the truth is, it's not the cards you're dealt that matter, it's how you play them. Challenges, while painful and frustrating, are not signs that you're failing. They are opportunities to learn, to grow, and to change your approach. If you see every obstacle is a lesson, then every difficulty becomes a chance to improve yourself and your situation. Perspective has the power to turn a moment of defeat into an opportunity for growth. When things are difficult, it's easy to get caught up in the immediate pain or frustration, and it can feel like the world is against you. But if you shift your focus and ask yourself what this moment can teach you, everything changes. Suddenly, instead of being overwhelmed by your circumstances, you start looking for the lessons they hold. Even the most difficult experiences offer valuable insights if you're willing to see them. One of the most important things to remember is that we are not defined by the challenges we face, but by how we choose to react to them. If you approach hardship with the belief that it is an insurmountable problem, you will be overwhelmed. But if you face it with the mindset that it's a temporary situation that you have the power to change, you will find the strength to overcome it. Perspective is the lens through which you see the world, and if you can shift that lens from one of defeat to one of possibility, you unlock the potential for incredible growth. When we change the way we think, we change the way we live. Every setback can be a chance to rebuild, to find new solutions, and to grow stronger. It's not just about accepting what comes your way, it's about making a conscious choice to find the opportunities hidden within those moments. This shift in perspective isn't easy, but it's transformative. It's the difference between feeling stuck in a situation and feeling empowered to change it. And when you learn to look at life through this lens, you begin to see that no matter what happens, you have the ability to turn any challenge into a victory. In life, challenges are inevitable, but perspective is a choice. You can choose to see difficulty as something that will break you, or you can choose to see it as something that will shape you into a stronger, more capable person. And with the right perspective, there's nothing you can't face. Passion is a powerful force that fuels everything we do in life. It's the driving energy behind every successful journey, and it's what propels us to take action, even when the path is uncertain or difficult. When we find something we are truly passionate about, it doesn't just become a hobby or a fleeting interest, it becomes a source of purpose. Purpose is what gives our lives meaning, and passion is the spark that lights the fire within us. When you discover what you're passionate about, it's not just about enjoying something, it's about aligning your heart and your actions with something greater than yourself. It's about tapping into a wellspring of energy that helps you push through the toughest of times, knowing that the work you're doing is meaningful and worth the struggle. But finding that passion isn't always easy. Often it takes time, self-reflection, and sometimes even failure to understand what truly ignites your heart. Many people go through life unsure of what they're truly passionate about, and it's easy to get discouraged. But remember, passion isn't something that just appears out of nowhere. It's something you have to actively seek out. You won't always find it on the first try, but that's part of the journey. It's okay to try different things, fail, and try again. Each experience brings you closer to discovering what lights you up inside, and once you find it, everything else becomes clearer. Your goals become more defined, your challenges seem less daunting, and the road ahead feels more purposeful. Passion fuels perseverance. It gives us the strength to keep going even when the world tells us to stop. Without passion, it's easy to get bogged down by the weight of failure or to lose motivation when things don't go as planned. But when you're passionate about something, you don't give up easily. Passion makes the hard work feel worthwhile. It gives you the courage to face setbacks and the determination to push through the tough times. It reminds you why you started in the first place, and it keeps you focused on the bigger picture. When passion is at the center of your work, you find joy in the process, not just the outcome. It turns even the most mundane tasks into opportunities for growth and self-expression. For the next generation, finding your passion early on is one of the most important things you can do. It gives you direction, it fuels your motivation, and it keeps you grounded when life gets tough. Passion allows you to see beyond the obstacles and focus on what's possible. It enables you to dream big and work relentlessly toward those dreams. But it's not just about chasing success, it's about living authentically. When you live with passion, you don't just follow the path laid out for you by others, you create your own path. You forge your own way forward, and along the way, you inspire others to do the same. It's also important to recognize that passion is not always about grand gestures or extraordinary achievements. Sometimes passion is found in the smallest of things, in the way you help others, in the joy you find in learning something new, or in the moments when you're fully present in what you're doing. Passion doesn't always have to be loud or obvious. It can be quiet and subtle, yet just as powerful. The key is to stay connected to that energy, to keep following it, and to let it guide you on a journey that is uniquely yours. Ultimately, passion is the fuel that turns dreams into reality. It's the reason we keep going when the road is hard, the reason we take risks, and the reason we continue to push forward even when success feels distant. And when we find it, it transforms everything. It turns our work into a calling, our struggles into opportunities, and our life into something that feels purposeful and full of meaning. Resilience is one of the most powerful qualities a person can possess, yet it's often misunderstood. It's not just about bouncing back after setbacks or simply enduring hardship. True resilience is about the ability to rise again stronger and more determined, no matter how many times life knocks you down. It's about refusing to let adversity define who you are or limit what you can achieve. It's the mindset that no matter how hard things get, you can always find a way through. Resilience isn't something you're born with, it's something you cultivate over time through experiences, struggles, and the conscious decision to keep going. Resilience is not about avoiding pain or hardship, it's about how we respond to it. Life will always present us with challenges, some of them small and others seemingly insurmountable. The key to resilience is not avoiding the tough times, but learning how to face them head on. When we embrace our struggles and understand that they are a part of our journey, we give ourselves the strength to move through them. Instead of seeing failure or difficulty as signs of defeat, resilient individuals see them as opportunities to grow, learn, and adapt. It's in these moments of discomfort that we find our greatest potential. Resilience means that you are constantly learning from the hard moments, extracting lessons from them, and using that knowledge to keep moving forward. One of the most important aspects of resilience is self-belief. It's easy to get discouraged when things aren't going the way you envisioned, but resilience is about maintaining faith in yourself, even when the world doubts you. When others tell you that you can't do something, resilience says, I will try anyway. It's about holding onto your vision, no matter how challenging the road may seem. Self-belief is not about having blind confidence in every situation. It's about trusting your ability to figure things out, even when things are uncertain. It's about knowing that you have the strength, the intelligence, and the persistence to keep going, even when the outcome seems unclear. This belief is what gives you the courage to take risks, to step out of your comfort zone, and to keep moving forward, regardless of the obstacles in your path. Resilience also involves adaptability, the ability to change course when necessary. Sometimes life doesn't go according to plan, and the path you thought you were on turns out to be more difficult or less rewarding than you anticipated. Resilient individuals understand that this is a natural part of life. They don't give up when things get tough. They adjust, pivot, and find new ways to achieve their goals. This adaptability is a powerful tool because it allows you to keep going even when things don't go as planned. Rather than stubbornly holding on to an idea or expectation, resilience allows you to remain flexible and open to new possibilities. It's about taking setbacks in stride, learning from them, and adjusting your approach in order to keep moving forward. The beauty of resilience is that it doesn't just help you weather the storms of life, it helps you thrive because of them. Every challenge, every obstacle you overcome adds to your strength. With each experience, you become better equipped to handle whatever comes next. Resilience teaches you to embrace change, face fear, and build a life that's based on your values, not the circumstances around you. It's the quiet strength that keeps you going when everyone else has given up. It's the inner resolve that makes you unstoppable, not because you're immune to hardship, but because you refuse to let it break you. And this resilience over time is what shapes you into someone who can not only survive the hardest times, but emerge from them with greater wisdom, strength, and confidence than before. One of the most powerful forces in the world is the ripple effect of inspiration. The idea that our actions, no matter how small, can inspire and influence others in ways we may never fully realize is both humbling and empowering. We often think of change as something that happens in large, grand gestures, but the truth is that true transformation begins with individual actions. When you take one step toward your goal, no matter how insignificant it may seem, you create a ripple that touches the lives of those around you. And when others are inspired by what you do, they in turn take their own steps forward, creating a continuous cycle of growth, inspiration, and change. When you choose to lead by example, you send out a message that resonates far beyond your immediate circle. You show others what is possible, not through words, but through your actions. Leadership isn't just about giving advice or directing others. It's about living in a way that others can look up to and be motivated by. Every time you push through a challenge, stay true to your values or take a stand for what you believe in, you show others that they can do the same. This is the essence of the ripple effect, the idea that you, simply by living your truth and persevering through hardship, can inspire others to do the same. The power of leading by example is often underestimated, but it's one of the most impactful ways to create lasting change. When you show people what it looks like to overcome adversity, to chase dreams, and to live with purpose, you not only set a standard for them to follow, but you also empower them to create their own path. You give them permission to dream bigger, to take risks, and to believe in their own potential. The beautiful thing about inspiration is that it's contagious. One act of courage can spark a chain reaction, encouraging others to be brave, to rise up, and to take action. The ripple effect doesn't stop with the people you directly inspire. It expands outward to the communities, families, and even societies that are touched by your actions. Imagine a community of people who are all striving toward their personal goals, facing challenges with resilience, and lifting each other up. This is the environment that is created when individuals lead by example. When one person makes the decision to live authentically, pursue their passions, and keep going despite the difficulties they face, it sends a signal to others that they too can do the same. The power of this collective movement is unstoppable. Sometimes we don't even realize the impact we have on others. A simple smile, a kind word, or an act of generosity can inspire someone to take action in their own life. The smallest moments can have the greatest effect. In the same way, our resilience, our willingness to continue moving forward despite the odds, can inspire others to keep going even when they feel like giving up. You may not always see the results of your actions immediately, but that doesn't mean they're not having an effect. Every time you push through, keep going, and live with intention, you are contributing to a larger shift in the world. Leading by example is about more than just being a role model. It's about creating a ripple that spreads out, touching the lives of others in ways we can't always predict or see. It's about living a life that inspires people to believe in their own power, to overcome their challenges, and to take action toward their dreams. Each person's journey is unique, but when we choose to live authentically and with purpose, we send out a message of hope, strength, and possibility that can inspire others to take their own first steps toward greatness. The impact of this ripple effect is immeasurable, and it all starts with one person deciding to lead by example. The journey of inspiring the next generation is not about simply handing down knowledge or sharing advice. It's about providing the tools and the mindset necessary for them to discover their own potential and build their own futures. The next generation needs more than just guidance. They need to be equipped with the belief that they are capable of creating change in their own lives and in the world around them. It's about helping them understand that they hold the power to shape their destinies regardless of the challenges they may face. The world will throw difficulties their way just as it does for all of us, but when they understand their own resilience, purpose, and potential, they will be unstoppable. One of the most crucial aspects of this is encouraging self-belief. Too often, the next generation grows up in a world where they are constantly told what they can't do, where their limitations are pointed out more than their strengths. In a society where perfection is often celebrated and failure is feared, it's important for them to hear a different message, that failure is not the end but a part of the process. They need to know that it's okay to stumble and that success is often built on a foundation of failures and mistakes. It's the belief in their ability to rise after falling that will keep them moving forward regardless of what the world tells them. Equipping them with resilience is also key. Life will not always be easy, and the road to success is often winding and unpredictable. But the more we teach the next generation to embrace challenges, the better prepared they will be when faced with adversity. Resilience is about more than just enduring tough times. It's about adapting, learning, and emerging from hardship stronger than before. By teaching them how to face their difficulties with an open mind and a determined spirit, we give them the ability to transform every setback into a stepping stone. Resilience means that when life knocks them down, they will rise, not because they have no fear, but because they refuse to stay down. Another vital component of inspiring the next generation is nurturing their passions and helping them realize that their interests and dreams are valid. Too often, people are encouraged to follow a prescribed path, a career, a lifestyle, a set of expectations that come from outside forces. But the most fulfilling lives are lived when we follow our own hearts, when we pursue what makes us excited to get up every morning. Encouraging the next generation to dream big and pursue what ignites their passion is not about guiding them toward a specific goal, but rather helping them connect with their own inner desires. Passion is the energy that will drive them through hard times and make their successes feel meaningful. Inspiring the next generation also means showing them the importance of community and how powerful it is when people work together. No one accomplishes great things alone. The next generation needs to understand the value of collaboration, support, and collective strength. By teaching them to lean on each other, share knowledge, and build each other up, we create a network of empowered individuals who will lift each other toward greatness. Success is not a solitary endeavor. It's built on relationships, teamwork, and mutual respect. When the next generation learns the power of community, they will not only achieve more, but will also create environments of support and encouragement that make the journey easier for everyone. Finally, inspiring the next generation is about leading by example. Words can only go so far. It's our actions that leave the most lasting impact. When we demonstrate resilience, kindness, perseverance, and passion in our own lives, we show them what's possible. Our lives can serve as a living blueprint, showing them that dreams are attainable, challenges can be overcome, and no goal is too big when you're willing to put in the work. By living authentically and intentionally, we set the stage for them to follow in our footsteps, knowing that they too have the power to make a difference in their own lives and the lives of others. This is how we can inspire the next generation, not just through words, but by showing them what's possible when you believe in yourself and stay true to your dreams.